Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back in take 2.
Yeah, I knew she was going to say that. Yeah, we were just going to finish up the video and then it all locked up and we lost it, of course. Yeah, the never-ending battle that goes on. Again, this battle is intergalactic, interdimensional, and that might sound crazy, but it's just that humans haven't been that well informed.
No, not at all.
So please do subscribe all 3 channels, Evolutionary, EEARTS, and also on HeartZone. Hopefully, we're visualizing getting over 700 subscribers today, as we need to get to 1,000, let's say within 2 more weeks. Let's shoot for 2 weeks. The crowd goes wild. Shall we listen?
Right there, buddy.
Humans.
I know.
So yes, the Chinese spy balloon shot down off the coast of South Carolina. One for the history books. Oh, this is just this probably, maybe it'll get a paragraph in the history of these times in the history books.
Well, gosh, I just gotta say it is just so nauseating because they're making. We have to call him Sir Poopy Pants because I don't think we're allowed to speak his name because that's what got us shut down, locked down the last time we tried to make this video. But, they're making it out to be as if he has some say or he has some control, I'll take care of it. But the honest truth is the information that has been coming through me is that there were... And I don't know the consequence, but there was some consequence for shooting this thing down over the land on its trajectory wherever it went. And by now we're looking at this and all the information is already transmitted to another place. So, it's more like mission accomplished for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it finished crossing the country. So obviously it served its purpose. And again, 46, his purpose is to put a good show on, be a good actor, help keep everything divided, and if possible, divide the nation even more, divide humanity even more. This is what they do. All these people, Zelensky wearing his tight leather and shaking his booty. I mean, he's an actor. They're all actors. Ronald Reagan on up. All of them are actors. So, this one's showing F-16. The other one was F-22. And so what did happen was as soon as they got over the water, they did shoot it and blow it up. And after we can see kind of like shimmering material coming on down, which is probably the solar panels. This is a view from United Airlines flight of it. Now, again, these things usually fly very high, like 60 to 80,000 feet, where your typical, United Airlines flight like this, or American Airlines, wherever you're flying, Southwest, whatever, 30, 35,000 typical. This was down a little bit lower. Might not even have noticed it if it wasn't for that. The FAA closed off the airspace along the coastline there in South Carolina. And they took off from the airbase in Columbia, South Carolina, very close to my old home. And that was actually a place where my dad had done his boot camp when he went into World War II. So this we see is the air refueler that was up in the air over the area. So is it over? Is that it? The missile burst the balloon at 2:38 p.m. No, it's not over. Absolutely not. And there's so much more to come. This was the clearest image we had of it. And this was taken over Missouri. But wait, there's more. So we have this other balloon spy surveillance device that floated over Costa Rica before reaching Venezuela. Here's another photo. Another Chinese spy balloon, right? And where there was one up in Canada, and wait, there's still more. But here we could see the path of number one. Well, that didn't turn out to be accurate because it came out over South Carolina. Went over Charlotte and then passed down into South Carolina. And the other one going down over, crossing Costa Rica, and then entering into Venezuela. Venezuela, Nicaragua, Cuba are all militarily aligned with China and Russia and the BRICS nations. Interesting today, too, Brazil sank its only aircraft carrier. It was outdated. It was from like 1950, but they sank it. And, that almost feels like that's symbolic or something, too.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. And the other information that's coming through is just keep an eye on anything that goes on over the next 3 weeks, because this time was so pivotal. Pivotal? Yeah, that's the word. Did I say that right? It's a really important time to pay attention.
Yeah, absolutely. And, again, Panama, right below Costa Rica, Panama right over here, Iranian warships were there for the very first time. So what's going on? I mean, we've seen wargaming. We've seen, military exercises in Nicaragua with China and Russia. Even South Africa, they're having military exercises. We're very close. We are really, really close to when this is no longer just Ukraine and Russia. And it really has never been just Ukraine and Russia. And here you go, the alleged Chinese spy balloon over Maracaibo, Venezuela, yesterday. As you see, Xi Jinping.
I know. I heard they had to take that down.
And you have this breaking. Officials believe there's a third Chinese spy balloon outside the U.S. Yeah, I had heard that rumor again, that there's another one on the same trajectory. So what's going to happen if it happens again? What's going to happen this time if it comes on down? Is it off the Aleutians right now? Will they shoot it down before it gets to Montana? Will they shoot it down before it gets over any populated areas? Or will they let it go the whole route again? Or will this one have the EMP on board? Or will this one have the biological agents on board?
Right. There's a lot of things to consider. And everything that we saw this time has already been planned out, was already planned out. So they know what's in store.
Yeah, as I've shared with you guys, I've known that we're going to be in this war, and I'm on record in videos going back to January of 2018 saying that Russia and China are going to invade the U.S. And it's just something I've known since I was 19. Again, it's just something the guides shared with me this was going to be a key part in my life in this particular incarnation. So we are getting very, very close to that point. Can it back off? Can it, simmer for a while longer? It could. It really could. It does feel like it's getting much closer and ramping up. But again, it's just all more reason to prepare in every way you can. Prepare, don't panic. But recognize that this is part of the bigger plan that they have in store for us. And what we've gotten from the guides is that every single one of these Kali Yugas, and when you look to the Hopi and the fifth world, what the guides say, fifth world? No, it's way more than that. Way many more times that we've been through this. They always end with a global war.
That's the part about this whole thing is it's talked about, and I hear that this part of things must happen, and it's the ugly part, and it's the scary part. It's when everything needs to crumble down, everything needs to collapse so it can be rebuilt again. So we just got to keep our eyes on that silver lining and know that we are headed towards a great time. We just have to get everything cleaned out so we can appreciate and enjoy that great time. Like this guy, he's just so adorable. I'd much rather watch these little critters all day long, personally.
You know, he's doing his best to prepare. He's stocking up, and you might think that, oh my God, how is he going to stock up? How can he do it? But he did it. And you know what? He's not done yet. He's coming back for more. So, and also stock up on the spiritual side of things. And again, go and subscribe to Heart's Home if you're ready to lighten up and bring up your vibrations, because, you know, the mantras, they can bring us into a totally different frequency. They can bring peace. They can restore balance and harmony. They can drive out dark energies. It is said in the Sanatana Dharma that when we're in the Kali Yuga, this is the most powerful way to lift up one's spirits and soul.
Indeed.
As always, thanks for your support on Ko-Fi and Patreon. God bless and namaste.
Namaste.